Lately it seems that people have been obsessed with ghosts. There are all kinds of different ghost shows. There are different paranormal shows, like maybe not precisely a ghost, but a demon or an angel or something. Something strange going on, you know? Something that you can't explain. And I just can't stand those shows. Those shows act like, a lot of the time, they know what's going on. But how could you possibly know? How could a show know, or not a show, but how could those people know for fact that what they're talking about is true? Like, one thing is ghost hunters. That's a very common show. They have all these facts about ghosts, like electromagnetic fields. Those are caused by, well, strange ones anyways, are caused by ghosts because they use the energy and that, or maybe a lack of electrical devices, like your battery is suddenly draining or something, and it's because that it uses that energy so that the spirit can manifest. How do they even know that that is what's going on? There is no correlation really between the two ghosts showing and energy depleting. Do they ever catch a ghost at the same time as energy depletes? I don't know. I don't watch them that much, but I haven't seen it. Do they ever catch an apparition along with strange electromagnetic frequencies or fields that come out of nowhere? No. I haven't seen that either. They catch some weird things sometimes. Maybe they made it up. I don't know. It's TV. They can do anything. There's a big lack in context. You don't know what's true and what's not on it. Like, I've watched one where I think they might have actually caught something paranormal for a change. For sure, anyways. Because he was standing there and his flashlight, which was in his pocket, suddenly turns on and he takes it out and he's like, what the hell? And he was clearly kind of freaked out about it, not expecting that at all. And he was like, what the hell? This flashlight just turned on. And it's not even one of the flashlights that we usually use to catch the ghosts. They have flashlights that they usually use for the ghosts, because they do this thing where they take a flashlight and throw it on the ground and it turns on by itself. It flickers because a ghost apparently is doing it. I say that's bullshit, and I say this one time the flashlight turned on by itself and they did catch a ghost for a change, a real one, and they weren't even trying to. Those other times, you know what they do. They use flashlights that you screw the lid on and it turns the flashlight on because the connection is made and the light just turns on immediately. What they do is they screw the lid on just barely enough so that it's not quite touching, but it's almost touching. And so the flashlight doesn't turn on like that. And then they throw it on the ground, and because of that, the shaking, the batteries move, it makes a connection. And the flashlight will turn on, it'll flicker, maybe stay on sometimes. You can do this yourself. Just get one of those little flashlights that you screw on, and just screw it barely enough so that it can make a connection, but not quite. And it won't be on, and then you throw it down, it'll flicker. Is that a ghost? No. That's just a bad connection between the light and the batteries. Now, another thing I hate is that they use the term ghost synonymously with the terms spirits or souls or maybe even demons and angels. See, I like to think of a ghost as something completely different. To me, a ghost, all that makes a ghost is that you can't usually see it. Sometimes you can, and maybe they're clear or color is not right, but they look human to you, and they can do things that appear to be supernatural. I'm not saying they are supernatural. I mean, think about it. Perhaps we have ghosts completely wrong. Perhaps a ghost is some sort of strange creature, not a dead relative or a dead person at all, spirit remaining on the world. Perhaps a ghost is a living creature, one that lives in your home with you. You don't notice it because it has the greatest camouflage of them all. Multiple camouflages, in fact. Invisibility, for one. That's a ghost's greatest camouflage. You can't see it. Or perhaps it's not even quite the same as we are, completely different. And it's not like completely there, but it's still a creature. And it's still living in your home. Now think about it. This creature lives in your home. And I mean, a lot of people, they didn't build their home. What'd they do? They moved in. So, this creature could have been there before they moved in. And this creature is living in their home with them, and they never notice. This creature can stay there for a long time, and it knows almost everything about your personal life while you're at home, where most of your personal stuff seems to happen, at home. The creature can learn from you. It knows everything about you as it gathers its information. And it has another defense. This creature, it can appear to you as one of your past relatives or something familiar like that, like a person. And you think to yourself, oh my God, great Uncle Earl, he died last year and he's visiting us. But perhaps it's not great Uncle Earl. Perhaps it's some sort of creature. My mom says, when I was talking to her about this earlier, she told me that that's a demon. I don't like that term. I just like to think of it as an animal, in a way. Sure, it's scary as shit if that's the case. I mean, there's no way at all to prove what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's fact. I'm just saying, what if that was it? There's a whole bunch of different theories out there I've heard. Ghosts are dead people, that's the most common one. Ghost could be an interdimensional being that manifests within our dimension for a short period of time. Some sort of time traveler, maybe, coming back and who knows, or going back from the past to the future, because apparently maybe they had time machines back then and we didn't know about it, and now that they're ghosts, or what we call ghosts, perhaps time travel, you can go back in time and not completely be there and people won't see you, but you can still watch and be like, yeah, that's interesting, I like the past. I mean, have you ever had something go missing? Something like, I've lost things and never found them again. Completely cleaned my house, never found it. Where did it go? What could have happened? Anything could have happened. Maybe something took it. This creature that I was talking about, some sort of time traveler or something, a ghost, a gremlin, something, I don't know. Just think about it. What is a ghost? Is it really what you think it is? We don't even have the slightest clue about ghosts.